Today I've decided not to do my video from home as I would normally. Rather, I'm going out for a little drive, so you can see some vision on my dash cam of where I am. I live in Mandurah, which is a town on the south coast of Western Australia, situated about an hour south of Perth. Perth is the capital of Western Australia. It's not a terribly exciting place to live, but it is a very nice place in the summer months. But that's not what I wanted to talk to you about. It would seem that there are a lot of conspiracy theorists out there that think that the government have been lying to them for years and years and years, and I've never understood why people don't trust their government. Sure, governments aren't always truthful, and I totally accept that, but in reality, generally speaking, you can trust what the government tells you, but more importantly, you can and should trust everything that scientists tell you. But it would seem that the flat earthers were right about something, and so were some of the other conspiracy theorists, and that is that there is an international conspiracy going on amongst governments. Studies have shown over the last few decades, coincidentally, since the internet became a big thing, and what's happened is that the overall average IQ of the planet has been steadily dropping. Prior to the internet, people were generally getting smarter. News services were more reliable. Television and other mediums were generally fairly reliable, and mankind was making progress. But the internet came along and the global IQ started to fall. So governments for a long time have been trying to understand why, and they've come up with a bit of a solution. And what's prompted them to really now consider doing something about this global IQ drop was the election of Donald Trump. It was realised very quickly that America in particular is filled with some very stupid people, and nations around the world have been conspiring along with people within the United States to isolate why the IQ has been dropping. What they've found is that so many people believe crazy theories that it's now become beyond a joke that something has to be done, because what happens is that the truly stupid people out there, they grow up, they breed, and they end up with stupid children, and then they start to multiply, and we end up with even stupider children. And eventually in the future what we're going to be is a race of morons, and will likely be taken over by apes, who thus far have proven to be far more intelligent than we are. And if you've ever seen Planet of the Apes, you'll know what I'm talking about. But getting back to the global conspiracy, the government needed a method by which they could identify all the stupid people. Obviously, stupid people generally don't realise that they are stupid, and if you simply ask them officially, as a government official, knock on your door and take a survey and say, are you a stupid person? Of course they're going to say no. So the government came up with a very cunning plan. What they did was they floated this idea that the Earth was flat. They floated ideas like jet planes don't use fuel. They floated all these bizarre, twisted theories, hoping that believers would gravitate to particular areas and start to congregate. And that's exactly what's happened. If you look at channels like Jeranism, Rob Skiba, D Marble, and some of those other big players in the conspiracy game, you will see they have an enormous number of followers. All of those people I just mentioned, Jeranism, D Marble, etc., are actually paid government officials. It is their job to deceive people in the hope that stupid people will follow them. So really, if you're a follower of those people, you are already on the stupid list. The government have all your details. Now, what the government plan to do to rid the planet of stupid people, or as many as they can, is over the next decade or two, they are getting together with other governments, and they are designing and building interplanetary transporters. And those transporters will be used to take all these stupid people and simply send them to another planet in another galaxy. I know that sounds a little bit harsh, but in the long run, it's good for humanity. In the long run, mankind will be better off. So I urge you, if you have the remotest suspicion that you might be stupid, or if you believe the Earth is flat, or if you believe that jet aircraft don't use fuel, or if you believe any of the crazy conspiracy theories that are out there, go and follow Jeranism, go and follow Rob Skiba, go and follow D Marble, get onto their Twitter accounts and their Facebook accounts. Use your real names so that it makes it a lot easier for the government to track you down, because at some point you will get a knock on the door and you'll be handed a ticket to planet whatever, and after that mankind can start to progress, because the stupid people are slowing us down. Thank you. See you next time.
Surrounded by assholes.
Keep firing, assholes!